Hello and welcome to Mellow Labs. On today's episode, I'm bringing this old keyboard back to life, right after this message from my sponsor. JLCPCB. With 19 years of experience and 5 state-of-the-art factories, it's no wonder that over 5.4 million engineers across 180 plus countries rely on their reliable and affordable services. Getting started is easy. Simply upload your Gerber files, get an instant quote, and place your order within minutes. It's just that easy. Whether you're prototyping or producing in volume, JLCPCB offers unbeatable pricing with 1 to 8 layer PCBs starting from just $2. But it's not just affordability. JLCPCB delivers premium quality with lightning turnaround times. Your boards can be ready within as little as 24 hours. All thanks to their fully in-house production process, which ensures quality control at every stage. And right now, there's an exclusive offer where you can get 6-layer PCBs for just $5 with $30 off of your first order. If you're ready to take your electronic projects to the next level, visit JLCPCB. First of all, before the keyboard aficionados amongst us get mad, this isn't like a fancy keyboard. This isn't like your Model M. This is a Keytron something. You can pick these up for like £30 on eBay. They're not expensive, and also this one has seen a life. Like the case doesn't really hold on anymore. I've not actually been able to test it as well because it uses whatever this connector is. I don't that like Molex? I actually don't know. The closest resemblance I have is whatever this stupid connector is for my Prusa. No, that's even smaller. Never mind. I am actually making this for somebody who wants this keyboard to work. I don't know how exactly they're going to use it, considering it doesn't actually have Windows keys. But I'll let them figure that out. I asked them if they want me to like clean the keyboard so it's not all yellowed and that, and they're not interested in that. They just really want the keyboard to work. So apart from like dusting and stuff like that, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I will try to fix the broken cover issue, but we'll get to that later. I think first I want to open it up, see if everything on the inside is keyboarding, and figure out my next steps from there. Okay, a couple clips later, and it's opened. Ooh, it's from the 18th of January 1996. Look at that. This keyboard's older than me. Right, let's set that aside. The cable just pops out of the channel here. Lovely. Oh, I thought this would be like screwed in or something, but no, it's just like chilling in there. Fantastic. Is that just... Ah, can I get that back in? Oh, okay, yeah, I should be able to do that just fine. Wow, this has a bend in it, damn. I'm assuming just heat and pressure and eventually it just pringled. Ooh, there's a switch on here. What is U1? Oh no, wait, U1 is the package name, and then switch 1. I thought they were the names for the different modes. Does it say on the bottom? There's an XT mode and an enhanced AT and XT mode. I have no idea what that means. I'll look it up later. None of the traces on here look broken or anything, so, they're probably fine. Some of these bits definitely have way more solder than I would put onto them. But, I'm not a professional Irishman building keyboards. I say that because this keyboard was made in Ireland. Do I want to take this out? I mean, it's grimy, and I'll probably... Oh, wow, some of the clips in here are already broken. See? Wow, all but one of the hooks that holds the keyboard together here is broken. That might need some help. Worst case scenario, I just hot glue the whole thing together. Okay, so let's see if we can, type in some details into the computer and find out whether somebody has done this conversion before or whether I have to figure it out myself. I hope I don't have to figure it out myself. Stealing somebody else's work is just so much easier. After a bit of Googling, I have answers to my questions. Number one, this is a keyboard from the Keytron EO3600 family, which just means that it has a couple different variants, like slightly different versions. I quite like version 1. This one specifically is version 2. I quite like version 1 because it's called Big Ass Enter, and that just made me giggle when I saw it, so, you know, you'll never live up to my expectations. How sad. Anywho, like I said, they're not expensive. You can buy them on eBay for relatively cheap if you wish to do this project yourself for whatever reason. But yeah, the quality ranges. I'm not going to be going through all of them. The connector on here is specifically a 5-DIM connector. Some people call them PS2 connectors, some people call them 5-DIM connectors. I think PS2 mostly refers to the slightly smaller version, so I'm just going to call it 5-DIM. And luckily, I found a few people online that convert their old keyboards to work with modern day computers, like using Arduinos and stuff like that, which is what I'm going to be doing, because there are converters that you can buy, but they cost an amount of money that I am not willing to spend, so I'll just be putting an Arduino Pro Micro in it and figuring out how to make it work. I've not found anyone doing it specifically with this keyboard, so, you know, I guess I'm the first. Probably not, they just don't post about it online. Some people don't seek validation from the internet. I have found a pinout for the 5-DIM connector, which hopefully gives me all the pins I need to actually make this work. So let's do some soldering and connect this to that and figure out the code bit. Right, so I've got everything wired up the way that I assume it should be wired up. I got GPT to write me a script. I uploaded that to the Arduino, and theoretically it should just print out a thing when it receives information from the keyboard. I'm not getting anything though, which is a little worrying. Okay, the fact that the caps lock and like numlock LEDs aren't coming on in like either of these modes is a little worrying, but I get it's either I'm not getting power to it or the chip's busted. Let's get a multimeter. Let's check the capacitor on here. -4 volts. But that's a plus. Wait, have I got this wired backwards? Hold on a minute. Okay, so I've swapped the plus and minus, and that has not improved my situation. Why is that still minus? Did I just do a very stupid thing where I desoldered the wires and then soldered them back exactly where they were? There's no way I'm that dumb, right? I need to put the ground on the VCC, the red on the ground. The LEDs came on, so I just had that wired backwards. I'm still not getting anything. Ooh, those work. Okay, that's really good. But that's very good, and yeah, okay, all 3 LEDs work. Why aren't we getting anything on here? Oh, I'm so stupid. I was using this as my key to like connect things together. I just realized this is the socket. I need to mirror for the plug. That's why my ground and 5 volts were swapped, which means my which means my clock is swapped with NC. So I need to take my clock wire, which is the green one, and put it on the other side. Wait, disconnect everything first. I have fried multiple chips by doing soldering on live wiring. Don't do it. Received. Okay, P is H, L is P. Okay, it works, but it seems to be confused. Is that because I'm in the wrong mode? Yeah, that's worse, because now every key has a multiple outcomes. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm getting here. Ooh, hold on. Oh, now we're getting it. Okay, sweet. I switched it over to the other mode, which I think is the enhanced, because the numlock and thingy LEDs aren't coming on, And as far as I can tell, that in that mode, it waits for the computer to give it the information that it should turn those on. So I think I just need to get a better script. So the difference between the TX and AX stuff is that the AX is, I think, for all the computers where the keyboard handles stuff like caps lock, and in AX Enhanced, the computer talks to the keyboard to tell it to turn stuff on. So okay, well we got somewhere. We got somewhere. I'm honestly, I'm surprised we got this far. So I'm happy. So after a little bit more research, apparently, because I was trying to use the PS2 keyboard library, there's a bit of a difference because apparently I need the advanced keyboard library, PS2 key library, which is just a fork of the PS2 library. This one accepts more buttons, I think. It doesn't actually output what the keyboard is putting in, but we are getting a code for every single key. Not only that, with the actual like LEDs for the caps lock, NAM, and scroll lock actually work independent of what mode it is. So that's great. I think the only thing I actually have to do now is go around and like map each of these to whatever key they are, which hopefully won't take that long. I haven't looked, but maybe there's already a thing online for this. I don't actually know, but we're getting very close. I'm actually gonna have to stop for today because I have to go and do a live stream. So join me over on Twitch. I pretty much stream daily. I've got an unbroken streak for coming up to like 3 weeks now. So I'll see you there. So it's the next day. I spent most of today just playing around with the layout of the keyboard. Mostly because I can get most of the keys to work. Like all of the letter keys and all of the numbers work, except for some reason the pound sign, it just doesn't want to show up. It just comes up as a question mark. But I tried a different script where it actually worked, but then some of the other keys don't work. So I'm still playing around with it. I can't get any of the F keys to do what they're supposed to, and any of like the special keys, arrows and the numpad, and for some reason anything to do with the control keys just doesn't want to work. The keys themselves work, but actually doing like control V, control C, stuff like that just doesn't want to work. So I'm still going to play around with that. The thing I'm running into now is like signal strength, rigidity, signal integrity, because every so often I just get like a random error that just, I assume is just caused by the fact that I'm running the Arduino all the way through the cable and with a terrible solder job at the end there. So I'm gonna desolder this, shorten the cables, and put them closer to the actual thing here, and just like run a cable inside the keyboard. So let's do that. Okay, so this is quite interesting. I mapped out the pins to where they need to go on this connector here. And for some reason, they don't use the standard color stuff. Because like I would assume black, ground, red, voltage. But no, for some reason, white is ground, plus is yellow, black is data, and red is clock. I'm glad I checked that because I definitely would have connected plus to clock. Alright, let's get it soldered up. Okay, so I've got everything soldered in. I gave the data cables a nice little braid. Apparently it's good for data integrity. So yeah, we can now disconnect this cable and just chuck that aside. And we can force that back into where it came from. Now, I would like cut a hole and have this running out here, but that's not what my friend actually wants. He wants a cable to just be coming out of it. I don't quite have a USB-C cable that I can permanently connect in here, so I'm just gonna give this one in here temporarily, and we're not gonna seal it properly back up just yet. So with that, I can plug it in just to verify that I've got everything wired correctly and all that, and it seems that I do. Okay, cool. So let's continue working on the layout. I have some really good news. the whole keyboard works, and it's like every single button, all of them, and it's so good. But in order for me to tell you about how I did it, I kind of have to walk you through what happened yesterday. So I finished recording that clip, and then I continued playing around with the Arduino script that I was trying to make work, and it just wasn't doing everything I wanted. The only buttons I got to work were the main letters and numbers, but that's not good enough. So eventually I just started my live stream again. I started talking to my people, we chat GPT'd some things, we followed some paths that really shouldn't have been followed because they led me absolutely nowhere. But eventually, by just randomly pressing all of the links on Google searches, I ended up on this. This is a post on Geek Hack specifically for converting old keyboards to stuff like USB-C with Arduinos. And I was like looking through it, like, oh cool, they keep it up to date, blah blah blah. And I was scrolling through the list of keyboards that they have like confirmed working. I'm like, ooh, AT PS2 keyboards. Okay, we've got some IBM, we've got some things. Wait, Keytron E3600? But that's my keyboard. I clicked through, and long and behold, it's my exact keyboard with the exact Arduino that I have, and this like all you have to do is just upload this binary to your Arduino, and it should work. So I checked his pinout. His pinout is exactly the same to what I was using. So theoretically, all I had to do is upload this binary, which he so helpfully linked to the Arduino. From here, all I had to do is figure out how to upload a binary to my Arduino. I've never had to do that before. I settled on using MQK Toolbox because it just seemed like the easiest one. I gave it my file, I clicked the reset thing on my Arduino, it uploaded, and from there, I'm just going to play you the clip of me realizing that everything works the way it's supposed to. Nope. Nada. Wait. Whoa. Holy jippy. Keyboard tester. Oh my. Oh.
Please breathe.
Oh.
Boy.
Okay, so this keyboard doesn't have a Windows key. That's fine. That's all of the buttons. That's all of the buttons. As you can tell, I was quite excited. So excited that I completely disassembled every part of this keyboard so I can clean it properly, and then spent way too long in the buff tub cleaning all of the parts. Where do we go from here? Well, first of all, the keyboard is still in a mostly disassembled state, and I don't want to put it back together quite yet. There's still some repairs and additions I have to do. First of all, I need to fix these clamps that hold the shell on. And second of all, we've decided that we do actually want to drill a hole for the USB-C at the back. It's just easier that way. We don't have a cable that's like going to be dedicated for this keyboard quite yet. So drilling a hole at the back should solve the problem. Right, I'm going to start with drilling the hole. I've already marked it out, so it should be as easy as just grabbing my Dremel and going to town. Well, here it is. I think it looks pretty good. I've got a nice little Mellow Labs logo there. My partner painted it. I think it looks really good. I don't think I did too bad of a job. Maybe I made the hole just like a little bit too big than I needed to. But it's fine. Anywho, there's only two things left. Number one, I need to give you a nice little ASMR typing test, and then we can give it over to Cloud.
Whoosh! Wow! Oh, you even put your like thing on it. That looks really cool, actually.
I have a feeling this keyboard's going to end up on eBay anyway because it doesn't have Windows keys.
I mean, to be honest, I don't find myself using the Windows key that much. You know what? It's a little bit pudgier than I thought, but I feel like it's gonna need a little bit.
I was gonna say I don't like typing on it.
It's gonna need a little bit of probably like typing just to like loosen up a little bit. It actually seems like it hasn't been typed on for a long time.
Yeah, you do have to press quite a bit to get the buttons to go down.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not enjoy typing on this. It
You're
does
gonna
not
end up
feel
with
right.
some like chunky like fingers. But to be honest, like I don't mind it. It's pretty nice.
I will say I got a maximum of 18 words per minute on this.
Yeah, that is like, oh lord. Type at all. What?
31. By the way, there was a date on the inside of this keyboard. It's 18th of January 1996.
That's crazy.
This keyboard is a year and a half older than me.
Pretty much same. Wow. This is not a real sentence. I got it up to at least 35.
Oh no, it's complete gibberish. Wait, can you try on this keyboard?
Yeah, I'm just curious like what the difference is here. It's good that as programmers we only have to copy paste.
Okay.
Not that different.
Not that different.
Not that different. This just requires a little bit more like
practice.
Not practice, but actual like
dexterity.
Work.
Dexterity.
Yeah. You know what? Like I don't mind beta testing it up in my setup for a little bit. It does work pretty well. Like, oh, there's no window. Yeah, instant. Okay, I don't want.
I'll press it on here.
I don't want it anymore.
I'll just press it on here.
I actually don't want it anymore. Man, well done. But no thanks.
Well, with that bombshell, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, support me on Patreon if you can, and I'll see you on next week's live stream. Goodbye. Hello and way too much energy on that one.